This car should not exist. It was barely street legal, uncomfortable, loud, stripped of anything resembling luxury, and honestly, it made no sense for everyday driving. It had no heater, no back seat, thin glass, and a battery stuffed in the trunk like an afterthought. And yet, this bizarre, almost unfinished machine became one of the most feared weapons ever built for the drag strip. This is the story of the 1968 Dodge Hemi Dart LO23. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the rarest and most outrageous factory drag cars ever created. Only 80 units, built for one purpose, no compromises, and somehow, Dodge managed to create a car in 1968 that could run 9-second quarter miles. Let that sink in. A factory-backed car in the 60s, doing what most modern performance cars still struggle to achieve. But how did this happen? And why did Dodge build something so extreme, so impractical, and so legendary? To understand the Hemi Dart LO23, we need to go back to the late 1960s. This was the golden era of American muscle. Ford, Chevrolet, and Chrysler were locked in an all-out war, not just on the streets, but on the drag strip. Winning races meant selling cars, and Chrysler, they had something special. The 426 Hemi. Nicknamed the Elephant, this engine was massive, powerful, and almost unfair. But there was a problem. The NHRA, National Hot Rod Association, was tightening rules. Factory race cars were getting banned or restricted. So Chrysler needed a loophole, and they found one. Instead of building race cars, they would sell race cars. Enter the LO23 program. Dodge took a humble Dart, one of their smallest, lightest cars, and turned it into something completely insane. But they didn't build it in a traditional factory. Instead, they shipped partially assembled cars to a company called Hurst Performance. That's right. These weren't just modified, they were transformed. Hurst gutted the cars. No sound deadening, no insulation, no unnecessary weight. Even the windows were made thinner. The hood? Fiberglass. The front fenders? Also fiberglass. The goal was simple. Make it as light as possible, and then drop in the biggest, most powerful engine Chrysler had. At the center of the LO23 was the legendary 426 HEMI V8, officially rated at 425 horsepower. But let's be honest, that number was severely underrated. In reality, these engines were pushing well over 500 horsepower. And remember, this is 1968. No traction control, no stability systems, no computers, just raw mechanical power. Fuel delivery came from dual 4-barrel carburetors. And when you floored it, it didn't just accelerate, it launched violently. Now here's where things get crazy. Dodge didn't just lighten the car. They practically stripped it down to its bones. No rear seats, no carpet, minimal wiring. Even the steel components were replaced with lighter materials wherever possible. The battery? Moved to the trunk for better weight distribution. The suspension? Tuned specifically for drag racing launches. And the tires? Massive slicks designed to grip the track and transfer every ounce of power to the pavement. This wasn't a car you drove to the grocery store. This was a car you towed to the track. And then came the results. The Hemi Dart LO23 could run the quarter mile in the low 10s. And with the right tuning, even dip into the 9-second range. In 1968, that's not just impressive, that's almost unbelievable. To put it into perspective, many supercars decades later struggled to match those numbers. And yet, here was this stripped-down Dodge Dart, beating everything in sight. Only 80 units were ever produced, each one sold to select racers and teams. These weren't mass-market cars. They were purpose-built weapons. And because of that, surviving examples today are incredibly valuable. Collectors see them not just as cars, but as pieces of racing history, a symbol of a time when manufacturers pushed boundaries and sometimes broke the rules. The Hemi Dart LO23 represents something we don't really see anymore, a car built with zero compromise. No concern for comfort, no attempt to appeal to everyone, just pure performance. It was risky, it was extreme, and it worked. But here's the thing. As wild as the Hemi Dart LO23 was, it wasn't the only time manufacturers built cars that blurred the line between street machine and race car. In fact, there was another vehicle, arguably even more insane, that took this concept to a whole new level. And most people have never even heard of it.